I'm author Laura Ranger. This is my novel, Deception. It was originally published through Melange Books. Big shout out to Nancy Shoemaker for allowing me to bring it over to Foundations. I want to thank Dawn Dominique for this fantastic new cover and Mary Vallely for her superb re-edits. This is about a woman who has been lied to all of her life and how it shapes her. I'm going to be reading from the end of chapter 3 and just into chapter 4. Sunday morning, she awoke to someone pounding on her back door. "I'm coming, hang on," she called out. Usually, Izzy slept in a big t-shirt, so she grabbed her robe and was pulling it on as she ran for the door. She saw Mrs. Abernathy was on the other side of the glass with a frantic look and tears streaming down her face. Izzy threw the door open. "Are you all right? Has something happened to Mr. Abernathy? What is it? Come in, come in." The old woman kept crying and pointing toward her house. She couldn't utter a coherent sentence. Izzy finally made out the word dead. "Oh no! Mr. Abernathy? He's dead?" Izzy's eyes filled with tears. Mrs. Abernathy vehemently shook her head no. I don't understand. It sounded like you said dead. Has someone died?" She nodded her head yes. "Who? Sit here. I'll make you a cup of tea and you can tell me who died. We must get you calmed down. This is not good for you. Wait right here and let me put the kettle on." Mrs. Abernathy pulled at Izzy to sit in the chair beside her and shook her head no. "All right, I won't put the water on." Izzy pulled out the chair, sat down facing the elderly woman, and took her frail hands in hers to try to stop them from shaking. "I want you to take 3 deep breaths, hold them, and let them out slowly for me." As Mrs. Abernathy did so, she was visibly settling down. This was good. Izzy would be able to figure this out and help with whatever her neighbor needed. "Okay, feeling better now?" Izzy asked as she gazed into the neighbor's eyes. Mrs. Abernathy, still trying to catch her breath and stop the tears that moments before flowed in rivers over her pudgy cheeks, nodded she was better. "Now, is Mr. Abernathy all right?" She nodded he was. "You said someone had died." She nodded, and the waterworks started to flow again. No, let's not start that again. Take a cleansing breath and tell me who died." "Max!" the woman sobbed out. Izzy jumped up. "What? My Max? What are you talking about? You're telling me Max is dead? Where?" She ran to open her back door to call her dog. "Max! Come, Max! Where are you? Please, Max, come!" She was now crying as she realized the old woman must have been telling the truth. Izzy turned back to Mrs. Abernathy at her kitchen table. "Where?" All the woman could do was point out the back door. Izzy slipped her yard shoes on and walked out into the back deck. She stood on the deck and surveyed all she could see, which included most of the Abernathy's backyard. There was no Max in sight. Apprehensively, she descended the steps and went through the back gate into the Abernathy's backyard. As she looked around and saw no sign of him, her heart became hopeful Mrs. Abernathy was having a spell. It didn't account for her missing dog, but it gave her hope. Izzy went back to her kitchen and asked the woman where Max was. Mrs. Abernathy slowly rose to her feet, took Izzy by the hand, and led her back outside through the fence gate, across her backyard, in her rear door, through her house, to her front window, where she drew the shears back from the glass. Izzy let out a scream, clamping her mouth with her hands. She ran to Max in the Abernathy's front yard. As she dropped to her knees beside her beloved pet, she began shaking uncontrollably. Who could do such a gruesome thing to a living, breathing animal? Her precious Max had been brutally butchered, and the apparent murder weapon was stuck through Max's tongue and lower jaw, pinning it to the ground. Izzy draped herself over the dead dog and sobbed. Thank you all for your time. You can buy this book and at any of your favorite links through foundationsbooks.net, and be blessed.